This is iPhone Air, the thinnest iPhone ever made, but you actually start experiencing the thinness right off the bat before you even unbox it. Because even the retail box, the packaging, is much thinner, well, a significant degree thinner than the other boxes. Let me just put this side by side with the 17 Pro Max and the 17 box. It has actually been a while since we've got a fully new family member within the iPhone lineup, so this is incredibly exciting. It is also incredibly gorgeous in my opinion, so I'm actually the most excited about iPhone Air among the 17 lineup release. So let's start by unboxing the accessories I've also got for the Air. We've got the MagSafe battery pack and two different flavors of cases for the Air. The bumper case is something quite new, so let's go ahead and start with that. It weighs next to nothing and pulls straight out. There's the bumper case with camera control, no less. And that's it. And now let's try the other case. This is the normal case, just iPhone Air case. It doesn't say clear case, but I presume it will look and feel very similar to the clear cases of previous generations. There we go, iPhone Air case. And just like the case with the other cases of the 17 lineup this year, there are these slots cut out for the crossbody strap, and that includes this case. Now, I think I understand why this is just called case and not clear case, because you can see it's actually not perfectly clear. It's slightly frosted, which is something new. I don't think I've seen this before. I'm just hunting around for my clear case. This was for the iPhone 16 Pro Max, and just look at them side by side. Now, before we unbox the actual iPhone, the MagSafe battery pack. Just gonna rip this. Oh, the whole thing comes out. It's on this side. There we go. Looking at this here, it kind of reminds me of a MacBook power brick. We got the good old pull tab, and it slides out. Aha! So it's a little less rubbery than I imagined it to be. This is designed specifically for the iPhone Air, but from what I've heard, it should work just as a MagSafe battery in general. It won't be as pretty as if you used it specifically with the Air, but compatibility is not specifically limited to only the Air. So now, the main event, the iPhone Air. Here we are. The rest of the iPhones in the 17 lineup have the rear of the phone just sort of facing you, but the Air is just its side. So let's go ahead and get this unboxed. 1 and 2. And up we go. Ooh, this is it in light gold, my personal favorite color. The blue one looks really nice as well, but light gold, it's got this champagne sort of sheen to it. And would you just look at that? That feels surreal when you hold it in your hands. It's just so unlike any iPhone you've ever held before. Let's get this out of the way. Beautiful. Just gonna hit the power button there. And I don't want to put this phone down because once you pick it up, just wow. That polished titanium bezel, which previously was not on any other iPhone. All the titanium iPhones were brushed. You could only get this sort of polished titanium mirror finish on the more premium Apple Watches. Look at that. Look at that. I'm getting ahead of myself because there's still a bit here. What's in here? This is the braided USB Type-C to C cable as well. And there's a tiny bit of documentation here. Look at that. Because the iPhone Air is eSIM only, there's a note in here that just sort of gets that out of the way for you. And here's that battery pack for it. So if we pop this on the back of the iPhone Air, this is what it looks like. Now here's the bit where this is clearly designed specifically for the iPhone Air, because once you put it on, it goes up from the bottom edge of the phone right up against the camera plateau. So if we use this on any other iPhone, I have a feeling it's not gonna be a very nice fit. So here's an iPhone 16, and if I try to put it on the back, here we go. There's your problem. The entire battery pack is intersecting with one whole camera, the bottom camera on the camera bump here. So it's not gonna go on this way, but MagSafe being MagSafe, if I just look for the bit, there's the snap. So there we have it. That detected, that works, but it won't be the most elegant solution. Though it works. It's kind of like wearing someone else's clothes. It gets the job done, but you're probably not gonna look particularly fashionable at it. So that's one mystery out of the way. I expected the iPhone Air to be a bit more top heavy because of the camera plateau here, but holding it, it's actually not that apparent. It feels surprisingly balanced. What next is I would like to put the bumper on the iPhone 17 first. So top edge in first, then we snap the bottom in. Oh, okay. And it's in. There we go. It's a bit unlike any other case I've held in the sense that the edges are thicker than the middle. So there's a lip on every side, but it does do a really good job, I suppose, of protecting all the edges if you do drop this, but you still get to touch the completely exposed glass back, well, ceramic shield back of the iPhone Air. One thing I do notice on the bumper is the camera bump still sticks out beyond the case. So this bit would, I suppose, still be unprotected against impact, and when you put it on the table, that's still a thing. So let's go ahead and try the not clear case, and I presume this goes on like any other case. Pop goes in, and this one, the camera is actually protected from the outside, so the camera is not the further sticking out bit. The edge of the case is the longest protruding part. So I suppose if you want more protection, this over the bumper, though it does not look as minimalist as the bumper does. But I'm actually going to take the case off because I think the iPhone Air is the perfect iPhone to rock caseless. It's a bit nerve-wracking, but we've got such a beautiful iPhone, you kind of don't want to put a case on it. Plus it's got ceramic shield too on both the front and back. So I'm going to trust it for now and spend a bit more time with this and be back with more first impressions. I'll be honest, I haven't touched grass in a while. This is the studio backyard, and it's been a while, so we grew mushrooms. Mushrooms have grown out here. It's a perfect subject to shoot, but perfect opportunity to test this. One of my initial concerns about the iPhone Air having only a single camera is what if it is not able to compute the depth data required for portrait mode or even next-gen portraits, because next-gen portraits was one of my absolute favorite features. So here, if say I frame up on this mushroom, if I remember to tap it once before taking a photo, you can see the F icon there. I take the photograph, and over in my Photos app, I should be able, in this drop-down menu here, to just hit that and turn portrait mode on. And there we go, portrait mode with a single camera. I can change how blurry it is, tap to refocus, there we go, lovely. While I'm out here, I also want to try out that new dual capture feature. There it is, so I suppose I can reposition myself here. I'm just gonna roll, I'm in 4K 30p, and I'm gonna roll and talk. This is what I'm looking at. So if I throw myself over into the top right corner, if I wanna show something cool there, I can move myself away, put myself anywhere I want. I can zoom in and out as I'm doing the dual record.
That's pretty neat.
Another thing I've noticed is the iPhone Air is so thin, they had to make a slimmer camera control for it. This up here is the camera control on the iPhone 16, and this is the one on the iPhone Air. Look how much more narrow and slim it is. The Air unofficially replaces the Plus model in the lineup this year, so if we compare its size to, this is an iPhone 16 and this is an iPhone 15 Plus, if you're looking for an iPhone that's got a bigger screen than the vanilla model, actually let me swap this out for an iPhone 17 this year. So it is an in-between of the 17 and what a Plus model would have been. So this would be the same dimensions as the Pro Max, or slightly smaller because this is a 15 Plus, but it's a very gradual step up. It's a perfect in-between size in terms of if you're looking for a small and compact iPhone or a big Pro Max or Plus iPhone. This Air is right in the middle of that. Also, if you haven't gotten the gist of the iPhone Air yet, this is how thin it is compared to the iPhone 15 Plus of yesteryear. Look at that. So this has been the iPhone Air, really, truly, incredibly thin, and this has just cemented the fact that this is my favorite iPhone of this release. No shade to the other two iPhones, they are incredible devices, but this is just such a breath of fresh air. Do stay tuned on the channel for more content on the iPhone Air, as well as the iPhone 17 and 17 Pro Max in striking cosmic orange. I'll see you around.